If you are doing 30 to 35K a month as a creative business owner and you're struggling to break through that ceiling, your business isn't broken. You just haven't implemented these 4 key pillars that are going to help you push through that ceiling and start your growth. In this video, I'm going to simply break down each of those so you can get cracking on growing your business. I currently run a creative business with a team of 13 in-house staff here on the Gold Coast with around 5 to 7 outsourced contractors every single day. Been doing that for around 8+ years and made a considerable amount of money doing so. So listen up, I'm going to make it as easy as I can so we can get started on growing your creative business. All right, the 4 key pillars that are going to help you break through that 30 to 35K a month ceiling is number 1, mindset and clarity. Enthralling, I know, but hang with me because it matters more than you think. Number 2, knowing your numbers. Number 3, systemizing and building a solid foundation for your business. Number 4, hiring help and implementing. Let's start with number 1, business mindset and clarity. When you're wanting to make that jump between 30 to 35K a month solo creative into running a creative business that can generate over 100K a month, you need to work on your mindset and switch your mindset from I need to do the work to I'm running a creative business now. To break through this ceiling, you have to realize that you can't do it yourself. So you need to make it a priority that you work on your mindset and your business mindset. Getting to the revenue numbers that you want to hit isn't just about multiplying what you're doing by 3, because chances are you can't do 3 times the work by yourself. Next is wrapping your head around this help and how the hell are you going to afford it. When we first started growing our new offer and the system that we still run today that helped us really propel into that next level, we mapped out from start to finish exactly what was involved in running this new program, this new offer. So that was absolutely everything we had to deliver. We worked out that we were going to get 1 extra person in to take charge of this whole new offer and system we were building. That worked out to be around $4,000 per month we were going to have to spend on getting this new person in to help run this side of our business. And the package that we created was around $1,500 per month as a retainer. The mindset at that point was once I had proof that the retainer and the offer was working, I was going to take that plunge and hire someone to come in and help really start to propel that system and that offer. And I just knew once we hired that extra person, I'd only need 1 more client to make $500 per month. They were going to cost me $4,000, and then the total retainers of 3 clients was going to be $4,500. So in my head, the mindset and the shift that I made was, okay, I'm going to remove the emotion and everything else surrounding this decision. And all I need to focus on is sell this retainer package twice to 2 different clients, hire someone. And then once they were in, all I needed was 1 more client and their whole wage would be covered. And that's a big thing to touch on with the mindset. It's removing that emotional attachment to clients, money, and everything else that you're so used to when it's just being yourself. Because they're moving away from it just being yourself and into building a business. And businesses need employees and businesses require risk. That risk was just an extra $1,000 per month. I already had $3,000, so 2 clients worth $1,500 on retainer, and my employee was going to cost me $4,000. So each month I was basically taking a $1,000 risk that I could sign 1 more client in order to make $500. Everything after that, if I started to sign 4, 5, 6, 7, obviously, which is what happened, that's all in the green. This ties into key point number 2, which is knowing your numbers. That's why it's the first video I ever did on this channel. It's because it's almost the most important thing. Removing emotion and just concentrating on the numbers in this stage is what's going to help you unlock growth that you didn't even know you had. Like I said, visibly seeing that all I needed was 3 clients and I already had 2 to make a profit is when it fucking clicked in my head that I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is all I had to do this whole time, all this thinking, all this worrying about the risk and whatever. I just need to sign 1 more client and I was sweet. Not only be sweet, but this new employee I was hiring was coming in to help me turbocharge the whole thing. Every single one of my clients that come to me around this 30 to 35K mark are not doing this profit and loss forecaster. And it's the single thing that once they started doing and implementing helped them absolutely blast through this ceiling. In the description, I'll leave my profit and loss forecaster. It's completely free, not even an email. Use that to start mapping your numbers. Go watch that first video on my channel and just see the power of using one and how the mindset can change when you stop focusing on emotion and you start mapping out numbers. All right, let's keep it moving. Number 3, systems and building a solid foundation. If you're going to be bringing people into your business, or what we're now creating is a business, you're going to need some type of systemized process to do things. And this goes for everything. What is your content strategy? What is your paid ad strategy? What does your delivery process look like from onboarding all the way through to fulfilling that for your client? How do you collect case studies and then we turn that into marketing material? What are the key roles in the business that we're starting to implement? What are their jobs? Who's doing what in this business? You need to go from just waking up every day, checking your emails, doing a bit of client work, posting once on Instagram, to having a systemized process to your day and a plan about what you're trying to achieve. Because that's the goal. We're getting away from just waking up every day, doing the client work that you have there, maybe post on Instagram, try and get another client, doing a bit more work of just nonsense, into running a systemized business that has structure and that can help us push through this 35K a month ceiling. Because you're not going to do it by being a one-person show. Because what proper business is just waking up every day, checking your emails, checking your DM, do some bit of client work, and then waiting for someone to inbox you? That's not a business. You're still freelancing. We don't want to be a freelancer. We want to start to grow a creative business. Having systems in place is what makes it super easy to onboard new employees when they come into the business. Imagine you walking into a business and the first day there was just shit everywhere. No one knew what was happening. You had no structure about how you're going to learn or teach them new things. You need to lay every little element of the business out, so when a new person comes in, you can tell them that they're going to be plugged into this system here, and this is how you do this whole system. Trust me, map everything out. It's going to make a world of difference. Lastly is hiring and implementation. Everyone has their own take on what they look for when they hire. This is just my opinion based on hiring 13 in-house staff and 5 to 7 outsourced employees that we work with every single day. My number one is culture fit. Our whole business is built on culture. It's why our clients choose to work with us, and it's why we get people every week wanting to work with us and DMing me if there's any jobs available, because we have such a tight-knit culture. I would much rather have someone come in with limited skills but be an absolute perfect culture fit than the other way around. Another major thing in the creative industry is that a lot of this very, very skillful creatives are quite introverted. In our industry, which is videography and photography, they've all been to film school or something like that, or want to be like the next Hollywood director or something. They are, for the most part, very introverted and would struggle to spark or start a proper conversation with someone, especially one of our clients. I'd much rather hire someone who's outgoing, fits our culture, can spark and hold a proper conversation with one of our clients, as opposed to some guy who can list every fucking spec on a Sony FX6. It's a huge part of our retention, which is a whole other thing in itself, is that most of the crew that work here at Social Lab are friends with their clients. When they call them during the week to check in or whatever it is, they can have a chat about their weekend or what happened, and it's not weird or awkward. Hiring a super fucking weird camera geek, yeah, the quality might be 10 out of 10, but I can guarantee the client's going to call me and ask me to never send that person again because they were just pure weird. So if you want to grow your creative business past 30 to 35K a month, focus on those 4 key pillars. Write them out after this video, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what you can implement in each of those sections in the next 6 to 12 months. Because trust me, if you just try and improve each one of those categories by 1% every single day for the next 6 to 12 months, your business will look completely different by the end of it. Watch this video next to see how I helped Colby scale his business from 30K a month to 58K a month in just 2 months.